cracking, y'all? It has come time to do a final impressions on this beauty right here. This is the Jack Wolf Tango, and I got this on loan from my buddy Michael Richter from Richter Knives. So thank you, Richter, for loaning this out to me, brother. I appreciate it. Now, this version I have here is full titanium with a sunburst pattern, all bronzed out hardware, bronzed out back spacer, the clip bronzed out, thumb studs. The blade steel is S90V. It has a compound grind on the blade. So right here in the belly it's a hollow grind. On the tip it's a flat grind. Beautiful blade shape on it. And I'm just now looking at the knife right here on the video. I forgot to bring out my Peña Caballero to compare it to it. So I'll go grab that here in 1 second. Now, right off the bat, I love the knife. It is right up. Well, you know what? Let me go grab the Peña Caballero. Hold on. Alright, I'm back, guys. Okay, so the Peña Caballero is one of my favorite Peña designs from Enrique Peña. This here is a custom Caballero, and as you guys can see, the design looks very similar to the Tango here. So when I saw the Tango, I immediately fell in love with the design because it reminds me of the Peña Caballero, but it is slightly bigger than the Caballero. And on the Tango you have thumb studs, where on the Caballero it's just front flipper only. So on the Tango, you also have a front flipper on the Tango, where you get the advantage of having the thumb studs as well. Oh my god, that's one of my issues with this knife. Man. Okay, so I'm gonna go through a pros and cons list on this knife. Pros: I love the fit and finish on this knife. I love the titanium scales. Absolutely love the milling pattern on the scales. And that sunburst pattern feels amazing in the hand. The titanium feels really soft. I love that soft titanium feel on it. Right here in the lock bar, on the lock bar access, I don't know if you guys can see all these little lines that it has right here for grip. That actually feels really good on your thumb. It feels really good when you go to release the blade. So I love those little lines on the lock bar there. I love the bronze accents on this version. I'm a bronze guy, so I really like the bronze on it. Love the blade. Love that compound grind that it has, that hollow grind and that flat grind on the tip. And it actually has a really thin tip on it, and that actually works really well cutting out labels for packages. I actually did that this morning. I had to mail off a knife, and I cut the shipping label out with the tip of this knife, and it worked perfect. Um, love the blade steel. The thumb studs. I know some people have an issue with these thumb studs, saying that they are too small. I have no issue with the thumb studs. I think they're okay. I don't mind them at all. I love that you have multiple deployment options. You got your thumb studs, you got your front flipper, and for the most part the action is really good on it. But I will get into probably my only con on this knife is that sometimes it'll stick. So usually on thumb stud, using your thumb, usually it'll always fire out. Okay. On the front flipper, it'll usually always fire out. But when I go to reverse flick it, for whatever reason, it gets stuck. And I'm not on the lock bar. I know a lot of people are saying that these knives are very sensitive to the lock bar pressure on it. It might be my finger that's pushing down on the when I go to flick it, I might accidentally be pushing in on the lock bar. That might be it. Oh. So I'm trying to flick it without putting downward pressure on the lock bar. If I can get behind the thumb stud. Alright, so my con on this knife, I guess it's I hate to say it, but I guess it would be the action. Or no, let me take that back. The action is good. It's I guess the lock bar sensitivity. I guess that would be the issue on it. Because the action is good, right? Action is good. It's just the lock bar. Lock bar is just too sensitive. Yeah. Yeah, that would be my gripe on this knife, is the lock bar sensitivity. Now, I had thought about opening up this knife and cleaning it out real good, putting oil on the pivot, on the bearings, and the detent ball. And I was talking to Michael about this knife, and he said that he was having the same issue with the knife, with the lock bar sensitivity. And he gave me his blessing to open it up, to clean it, do whatever I gotta do on the inside of it. But I heard that the pivot is red Loctited, and I would have to take a soldering iron to heat up the pivot to break that red Loctite loose. And I didn't want to do anything too drastic. Obviously, this isn't my knife, and out of respect for Michael and his property here, I didn't want to risk stripping a screw or scratching up his knife. So I just said forget it. I'll leave it as is. But yeah, guys, that's the only issue I'm having out of this knife, is the lock bar sensitivity. Now, this is the only, I believe this is the only frame lock version of this knife. I believe the other ones are bolster lock versions. So the other ones might not have this issue with the lock bar sensitivity. So I guess final thoughts. I love the knife. I love the design. I love everything about it. Thumb studs, colorway, the grind on the blade. I think this knife looks absolutely beautiful. I love this milling on the scales. Absolutely love that. Feels good in the hand. I think it's the perfect size. Perfect size for EDC. And yeah, guys, that's the only issue I have is the lock bar. So yeah, that will be my final impressions on this beauty. Alright guys, I want to say thank you to Michael. Thank you again for loaning me this beautiful Jack Wolf Tango. And I will begin this in the mail, sent back to you this week, brother. Alright guys, you guys keep flicking them knives. See you guys on the next one.